Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. And today I have for you kind of my accidental king of games for this season. Now it's a Koa'ki Meiru deck, and it's pretty standard. I'm sure you guys have faced it all over Legend. I know every time I face Koa'ki Meiru I would see a similar build to this, and you know, most people are using the balance skill because it's really good. It guarantees that you're gonna have either Diamond Core or Iron Core of Koa'ki Meiru. But yeah, yesterday after I recorded those other two videos, I opened 10 packs, got my third Diamond Core, and I was like, oh, let me try this deck. And I want to say within 20 games, and after I got down to this list, at the beginning I wasn't sure if I wanted two Sandman because there's a lot of back row out there, but I went for one prototype, one Sandman, and one wall. And a lot of people are running 3 Maximus. I feel like that's a little bit of overkill, even though you want to see your Maximus, you know, as soon as possible because it's what's going to enable your OTKs. I feel like 3 of them was just too cloggy, so I'm only running 2, and then the R Knight is just, you know, it's the main card of the deck. It's going to get the deck going, but pretty much, you know, with special summons, so you have to run 3 of those. And as far as back row, you know, it's up to personal preference. Canada, it's always a good choice. I like Floodgate because anything threatening, we can just Floodgate and forget about it until we have, you know, cards to go in for game. Mainly your Maximus. Also, Maximus can be searched with Diamond Core, so you don't really need 3 of them again. And yeah, one Wall of Disruption just in case. I'm running balance with 3 Mask Hero Anki. I mean, you don't need, it doesn't need to be Anki, but I want to make, you know, I want to make my opponent believe that I'm playing Destiny Heroes maybe, so that they don't immediately know that I'm playing Koa'ki Meiru. So yeah, this deck went on either 13-0 or 15-0. I can't remember. The last 10 games, you know, from Legend 2 to Legend 3 to King of Games, were all wins, as you can see. And the replays, it wasn't anything that I particularly picked. I was kind of just saving some replays as I went, so I don't even remember what they are. But yeah, it was really easy. I mean, I don't know if it's, the deck is strong. Obviously, it's very sacky. It's not as honest as the Karakuri. You know, you're gonna be OTKing your opponent a lot. So I don't know, like, I don't know why it's so good. I don't understand if the deck itself is real good, or if people are not familiar to it yet. It's, you know, it hasn't been out for very long, but it was just easy, man. So here we're going up against Rex. We have a Diamond Core. You can banish your Diamond Core. It'll protect your monsters during the end phase for that turn, so you don't have to worry about sending anything from your hand. You guys know how Koa'ki Meiru works. We're gonna go ahead and summon Sandman. Look at this, man. Sphere Krivo. And then he takes 1900. So he definitely bricked right here. I'm gonna let my Sandman get destroyed, but I'm gonna keep my wall. And the reason why I keep the wall here is because at this point I was running 2 Sandmen and I wasn't running the prototype, so I was gonna special summon another Sandman with Iron Knight, and that's exactly what I do here. We're gonna let the Canadian. We're gonna actually negate the Canadian. And he had a 3rd Sphere Krivo, so he definitely bricked. We're gonna negate that. The reason why I negate this enemy controller is because I don't want to pay my Iron Core to, you know, to keep wall in the field. So while it's getting destroyed, I might as well negate the enemy controller and, you know, leave him at 100 life points. So yeah, that was kind of a, I think I saved that because of the 3 Krivo. I thought it was ridiculous. But clearly my opponent didn't have a great starting hand. He finally gets a Giant Rex. We have the Canada for that. Offerings to the Doom, which is fine. He can draw. He's left with 1 Canada, so I win the game. Yep. So that one was pretty easy. We have Pegasus. But yeah, I mean, I had plenty of mirror matches. I went up against Spellbooks, Karakuri. I know Blue Eyes gave me a little bit of trouble. If they if they had like a really good starting hand, it was kind of hard. But other than that, didn't really face much resistance on the way to King of Games. There was a Buster Blader player, but my wall negated the fusion, and then I was able to win. Definitely Buster Blader. Buster Blader is a big counter, given that your Maximus is a dragon monster. So here we're gonna go a Diamond Core. This kind of sucked. And you know, as I played the deck more, I learned not to do this. I activated my Diamond Core way too soon. There was no reason for me to do this, because there's nothing that can destroy me on summon other than Treacherous Trap Hole. There's only one monster, so I didn't really have to worry and activate my Diamond Core. It ends up being a waste because he uses Canadia, so just one of the things that I learned as I was playing the deck. We're gonna summon the second Sandman, and I go ahead and negate that Canadia. I wasn't gonna be able to keep both Sandman alive, so I just went for the damage. And this is the mirror match, so we're gonna floodgate his R9. He's gonna get a Canadia back. I'm gonna go ahead and add my Diamond Core. I like the feel that I have. I feel like it's good. I didn't want to risk not getting a Diamond Core or an Iron Core, so I just went ahead and added it from the graveyard. We're gonna negate that that back row, leave no monsters on the field, and he's gonna go Diamond Core. So I'm gonna negate the Diamond Core, mainly because I didn't want him searching for Maximus. I know he's still gonna be able to protect his monsters from the graveyard, but I didn't want him getting a Maximus. That was the thing I was most afraid of. He goes Earn Knight into a wall, and that pretty much guarantees my win because I have another Earn Knight in my hand. So all I have to do is summon it and attack that wall. Easy. Let's see. Bandit Keith. Guess this was vampires, maybe? Vampires are still really strong. This deck can deal with them fairly easily because of the floodgates and Canadia. But vampires are still very sacky. Duel. So we're gonna go floodgates, set a wall. There you go. Floodgate Degasuki. They don't get any meal, so the deck stops right there. Diamond Core is gonna search for Iron Core, and I thought I had the LTK here, but he does have a Kribo, so he's gonna live one more turn. However, I have a Canadia, so anything he summons, I'll be able to stop. Summons another Gasuki. We're gonna go ahead and stop that, and that's pretty much the win. Yep. I don't feel bad about that because, like I said, vampires are very sacky, so it was either me or him. And then we have two Pegasus to end. But yeah, not a whole lot to say. I feel like you guys... this was the more popular of the decks that came out of the main box. Definitely the strongest from, you know, from my experience. And it's very easy to make it consistent because of balance. Like, you're always going to have your Iron Core no matter what. And if you already have it, then you can search for any monster. It's just really good. Duel. Here we're going up against Destiny Heroes. And we're gonna go ahead and summon Sandman first to take care of traps. And now I can search for my Maximus, protect my monsters in case there is a Treacherous. I don't have to negate it. And I don't know if this was bait or what, but I did see that a lot. After I activate my Diamond Core, people will still use their Widespread Ruins or their Treacherous. And I think that's just the unfamiliarity with the deck, or, you know, them just showing, okay, this is what I got, you win. Pretty easy. Never feel bad about beating Destiny Heroes. And then one more Pegasus to end with. I mean, I'm glad I got King of Games. That's a nice 200 gems, and you know, now I can try any deck. I have almost the whole month to build some meme decks and, you know, show you guys in King of the Game. So that'll definitely be fun. This was not the rank up match. The rank up match was against Karakuri, but I didn't say that because it wasn't a great duel. I stopped their initial synchro play and then just won 2 turns after that. Here I didn't know what I was up against, but I decided to just summon the 2 monsters. And it's the mirror match, but see, most people are not expecting wall disruptions. They expect floodgates and Canadias. So my 1 wall disruption really paid off here by destroying his Iron Knight. We're gonna see the Treacherous there, and he should have Treacherous right away, but and the reason he couldn't is because he doesn't play with his toggle on. He has it to auto, so when your toggle is on auto, it's only gonna ask you in response to anything, to a summon, to an effect. If you have the toggle on, then during the draw phase or standby phase, you can immediately flip this over and kill both my monsters. He waited too long because of his toggle, so that's gonna let me get a monster on the board, summon Maximus, and there's the win. So as you can see, towards the end, I had Prototype in the deck instead of that second Sandman, and Prototype was really good. You didn't really get to see it in action, but it can protect your Maximus from 1 turn if you don't have your Diamond Core, or you don't have, you know, the cost to keep him on the field. If something else gets destroyed while it's face up on the field, you get a token. So it lets you stall the game until you have all your combo pieces. That's why I think it's really important. And you can, you know, you can bring it out with Iron Knight. So running just 1 of them, it's plenty. But yeah, my thoughts on the deck, really strong. I feel like it's a matchup thing. I've won a lot of duels against Koa'ki Meiru. It's not like you immediately lose. It's as long as you know what to look out for, and, you know, stop their plays before they get going. Like, a lot of people will not stop Iron Knight straight away and want to wait for Maximus, but by that time it's too late. If you don't stop Iron Knight, they're gonna have their trap negation or spell negation, and then whatever you have to stop Maximus might not even be used because of those monsters. So just little things like that. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link will be down in the description, along with my PayPal link if you guys want to support my channel, support my content. I really appreciate that. And till next time.